Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do just a pretty easy wearable look. This is especially nice for those of you that like to wear matte eyeshadows as opposed to like satins or frost. So if you're interested in seeing my look for today, keep watching, it's coming right up. Okay, so I already put a little bit of sunblock on because I'm going to be outside today. Probably quite a bit, maybe doing some yard work or something like that. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to kind of keep my foundation relatively light. I'm going to use a little bit of my MAC Face and Body, and I am C2. I'm still C2 because I don't get outside much. I feel like all I do is work. So I usually just put this on with my hand, but I'm just going to put a light layer of this on with my brush. And for those of you wondering, this is a MAC 130 brush. Okay, and using the same brush, I'm going to put on a little bit of my Chanel Cream Bronzer. That is what it is called, for those of you that are wondering. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on kind of like the high points of my face, along the hairline, tops of my cheekbones. Okay, I have a little bit of cream bronzer on. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I had them threaded yesterday, and the girl did an amazing job. I'm going to take a little bit of my Studio Finish concealer here on this brush. This is just a flat eyeliner brush. And what I'm going to do is just run some of this right underneath my eyebrow, and this is going to act as my under eyebrow highlight. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my eyebrow pencil here to fill in. And I'll probably use a little bit of powder through my eyebrows also. Alright, and I'm just going to take a little bit of powder, kind of push through. And I really do like how she did my eyebrows. She did an amazing job. Okay, eyebrows are done. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyes, and I'm going to use a little bit of Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is from MAC. I'm going to put this on with a brush, and I'm just going to put a very light layer of this across my lid. And I'm just using a synthetic duo fiber brush. This is actually an awesome brush. I got this from Rite Aid. It was like $3, but I use it all the time. And I've been meaning to go back and get more because I love it just for this reason, for applying my paint pots. Okay, so this is a look that I've been wearing a lot to work. I have gotten a lot of compliments on it. I've sold this combination quite a bit to customers. So I thought that I would put this look together for you guys today because I have gotten so many compliments on it. It's a pretty easy look to wear. I think this will look good on a lot of people, especially if you like to wear, I'm sorry, I'm reaching for my brushes. Especially if you like to wear matte colors, matte shades that is, this will probably appeal to you. So as soon as I find my brush, okay, so I'm going to start with a little bit of Ricepaper, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to use this brush here. This is a MAC 242, but any eyeshadow brush that you have. This is going to go right into my inner corner here. And we may kind of reapply a little bit more of this later on. But for now, I'm just going to put a little bit of this here in the inner corner. Okay, the next color we're going to use is one called Samoa Silk. This is what it looks like. And I depotted this, which is why the back looks like this. Same brush. This is going to go all over the lid. And I like to press my eyeshadows in to lessen the amount of fall down onto my cheek. Plus, if you're getting older like me, it's always a good idea to press your eyeshadow in. The next color we're using is Saddle, which looks like this. And I'm just going to use that on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put some of that right through my crease. I meant to do this first, but I got a little sidetracked. Okay, so here's where the fun part comes in, and this is where you can decide what type of brown you would like to use. Now typically I use a brown that has a little bit of an orange or red undertone to it. So a lot of times I'll use something like Brown Script. Here's Brown Script. If you don't want to use that, if you want to use something that's a little more orange, you could use a color like Brule. A really awesome brown that has a little bit of like a red undertone to it is Folie, which is right here. You can actually go ahead and use a color like this. This is called Red Brick, and that's what it looks like. Oops. So you can mix and match. You could use 3 colors together, but I think for today's video I'm going to use Brown Script and Folie. So what I'm going to do is actually go back to my eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to press in a little bit of Brown Script right here. And you can see that this is a very nice kind of orangish brown, more orange than brown, but I'm just lightly pressing that in, as you see. And then I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Folie, which was this color here. Same brush, press some of that in over the top. So really the key to making your eye makeup look great is not only blending, but also the layering of different colors really adds to the look. So I'm going to add a few more layers here and just keep blending. And I will probably put a little bit more Brown Script on, or maybe even Red Brick, and just kind of run that through my crease to add a little bit more orange to my look. So once you're all done, if you find that maybe your line looks a little too harsh or it looks a little too dark for you, you can take a brush like this, put it into a little bit of a color like Brule or some kind of like flesh tone color, and you can just gently add that right into this area and right into that line to kind of soften it up a little bit. I like how mine looks, so I'm not going to soften too much, but I'm just going to add a little bit of the Brule here for a little extra added highlight in that area. So I'm probably going to skip any makeup down here on the bottom. Well, for right now I am, we'll see. I mean, because I'm going to be outside, look how long my hair is getting. Sorry, I get a little off track sometimes when I like look at my hair and I think, I can't believe how long it's getting. I'm just very excited. Alright, ooh, and look what I got. I finally broke down and bought one of these. It is a little bit heavier than the other ones, but it's not horrible. I have to put magnets on these blushes, but I do like it. I'll probably, maybe in the future, end up converting everything, but I don't know for now. Okay, so I am going to curl my lashes. I'm not going to put any eyeliner on. At first I was going to, and then I changed my mind. Just kind of keep today's look simple. So I'm going to go ahead and curl, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl Lashblast, which is my favorite. Okay, mascara's on. I'm going to go ahead and conceal. I'm going to use a little bit of my Pixi Peach corrector, and I have this new brush from MAC. It's a 287 duo fiber brush, and I like this for concealer. I like how sparse the tip is on this brush. So I'm just going to blend some of this corrector in over the top of this blue area. Sleep is still very much an issue for me, which really stinks because I do like to sleep. A little bit of my Prolong wear concealer, and my color is NW20. And somebody asked me in my last video what the concealer was that I was using, and I forgot to respond. So that's what I used in my last video. Next to the Wake Me Up concealer, this one is definitely one of my favorites. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of my Mineralized Skin Finish under my eyes just to set my concealer on my Real Technique setting brush. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and powder, and I just literally got this brush yesterday. I love it. It's the 138 brush. It's the kind of like tapered blush brush or powder brush. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to apply my Nye Banana Powder. And I'm not going to use a whole lot of powder because it is so hot outside. I'm just going to kind of powder in the areas that I feel I really need it, which is just kind of down the center of my face. You know, and again, if you're older like me, it's always beneficial to just press the powder in, or the eyeshadow, whatever the case may be, instead of just going like this all over your face. Okay, and I'm going to put a little powder bronzer on, and I'm just going to use a fluffier brush. This is my Hoola bronzer. I have hit pan. I've had this bronzer forever. And I'm just lightly going over the areas where I put the cream bronzer. Okay, so I have a little bit of bronzer on, not too much, nothing over the top. I'm going to put a little bit of blush on, and I think I'm going to use a blush that I haven't used in a long time. I've really neglected like the rest of my makeup, and kind of miss doing videos that just aren't like all MAC. And I realize I don't have to do that, but I mean, when you work for MAC or any cosmetic company, the best way to get to know the makeup is to wear it. So, like, that's why I wear it so often and I use it in videos. I'm going to use a little bit of my Sleek blush. This is called Rose Gold. This is a dupe for NARS Orgasm. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to use a little bit of that. Not too much because it's really pigmented. And actually, I think I'm going to use my Duo Fiber. This is my Real Techniques Duo Fiber, which I like. I don't have a problem with this brush at all. I don't have a problem with any of Sam's brushes. I love all of them. Okay, and for my lips, I'm going to use a little bit of Pink Treat lip liner. This is a cream stick liner. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of Please Me lipstick. This is a matte finish. This is what it looks like. Okay guys, so we are all done with today's look. I think I'm just going to keep everything off the lower lash line for now because I do plan on going outside, and I just don't want anything to end up down here. So we're just going to reserve the makeup for the upper lid. But we're finished. So I think this is a pretty easy look to put together. It's a nice matte look for those of you that like to steer clear of satins or frosts or anything like that. So we'll do one last look at the eyes here. So I think it's really pretty and easy. The lips, I wanted them pink, but I don't want any kind of like shine or gloss to them, so I'm just going to leave them matte for now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and have a great day. Bye.